Welcome once again to Crazy Talks with Wise People, a show that features inspiring, successful individuals. Thank you so much for joining us once again. But before I introduce our respected guest here, I'd like you to please subscribe, click that bell so that you will be able to receive or you will be notified every time we upload videos. We always are live every Thursday, so I would like to invite you to subscribe, click that bell icon down below, and enjoy our informative shows, our interviews with people who are phenomenal, people who do things outside of the box, and that's why they are successful. So, our guest for today is another artist. He's an award winning filmmaker from Uganda. So, this is our second time to be interviewing someone from Uganda. And I've been to Uganda, and I tell you, it is an exotic place with, well, as far as I'm concerned, the people that I met in Uganda are so fantastic, awesome. And our guest for today, like what I've said, is an award winning filmmaker and many more. He will tell us more about himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to welcome Sentongo Sinani. Sir, good afternoon, morning, whatever. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Would you like to greet our audience? And is there something that I missed while I introduced you? Please do so. Introduce yourself some more, mention some more stuff that you do.
First of all, thanks for giving that opportunity to host me. And I take this opportunity to greeting all the listeners and viewers of this program. And also you, thanks for letting me to be here.
Oh, you're most welcome. And I'm so happy that you you are spending a little time with us this afternoon. Now, let's start. I am very curious, as to how you started in filmmaking. How did you start? It's difficult, and very few people would like to do filmmaking because it's very challenging, capitalization, human resource, logistics, and everything, putting things together. So after you've gone through the preparations, you have to start thinking of your advertising, your marketing, your vendors, your ticketing, and all this headache. What made you think of doing filmmaking in spite of its challenges?
Uh, First of all, thank you for that good question.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, it's my dream.
Oh.
Film it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I started my career in 2006 as an actor,
Mm-hmm.
and I went back to school to learn film producing, film directing, and script writing.
Mm-hmm.
In 2018, I started my first film called Breadwinner and winning several awards around the world, in my country and
Hold on.
around the
It
world.
was an award-winning film. What was that?
Breadwinner.
Breadwinner. Okay.
Yes.
But before you tell us about that, you said that you being a filmmaker has been your dream. So
Yeah.
how did you realize that dream of becoming a filmmaker in spite of the fact that filmmaking is very challenging? So how did you put things together? How did you start?
Firstly, when I grew up, since I was young, sometimes I saw, oh, there's acting groups in my area. It's
Mm-hmm.
acting drama,
Mm-hmm.
so I get that passion. But when I watch the Hollywood movies
Mm-hmm.
and in me creating some vibrant and it comes to my mind, then I start
Mm-hmm.
thinking that I can starting to be a
You
filmmaker. So
started to think that you can. Yeah,
Yes,
and you started to believe in you and your ability. So it
yes,
started from there. You believe
yes,
that you can. All right.
yes,
Go on. I'm excited to listen. Okay.
yes. After believing that I can,
Mm-hmm.
I went to my area. There's a friend of mine have an film company called Druna Film Productions. I joined as an actor and I started acquire knowledge about acting.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's but when I acting, I also think some gaps in me, like it's like I don't acting. I want to be behind the camera
Oh,
and
wait. So
asking.
when you started to believe that you can, and did you audition as an actor?
Yes,
And you passed.
and I pass. I get a role.
So what was the very first film where you acted? What was your role?
My role, I was a supporting actress. I
Mm-mm.
was a friend to the main character,
Mm-mm.
and I was and the name. Well, in that film, I was called Frank Mwebaze.
Uh-huh.
It's called It's called the stepmother. It's a stepmother. The
Mm-hmm.
title.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And from there, everything is history. And then
Yes.
first you became an actor, and then you started having this desire that you want to be a producer, a director. And how did this happen? Like, how did it happen to you? Because, other people, um, they live their life just dreaming and dreaming and dreaming, but you're different. You had a dream,
Mm.
you attacked your vision, you attacked your vision, doors opened, you entered into the vision, and now you're there. That is a very good story to tell. All right, so you had a dream, you want to be in show business, you were inspired by movies and films from Hollywood, and your local cinema. um, so the best way to start is to do acting. You passed the audition, you acted, and then you started to believe that you can also do behind the scenes, like being. But you did not pass through, because other people they pass through being cameraman, and all this. Did you go straight to become a director or script writer after your acting?
No. In 2013,
Mm-hmm.
our government has been created a film festival called the Uganda Film Festival.
In what year was that?
Uganda Film Festival.
A Uganda Film Festival. All right.
Yes,
And
yes.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Then I was at home and I heard some advert that the Uganda Film Festival needs people who want to acquire knowledge about acting, about directing, about
Mm-hmm.
producing. If
Mm-hmm.
you're interested, you can contact us and we
Mm-hmm.
prepare for you
Mm-hmm.
where you're going to study that course.
Mm-hmm.
And I applied,
Mm-hmm.
and later I joined Kampala Film School where I studied
Oh. So you have a film
film
school in
production.
Kampala.
Yes,
I'd like to visit
a
your film
seven.
school. I'd like
Yeah,
to go there in November. We're going there in November.
yeah.
Okay. Mm.
Okay, yeah. You can search in on Google Map, Kampala Film School, Media Vision Academy. You'll find it because
Mm-hmm.
I studied Kampala Film School and Media Vision Academy.
Mm-hmm.
After the workshop,
Mm-hmm.
I started by creating a short film and experiment with storytelling techniques, and I collaborate with friends and peers,
Mm-hmm.
learned from online tutorials and attending film festival to network and gain insights. Uh, my breakthrough comes when one of my short film gained attraction online
Ah,
and lead
what was the
opportunity for a
title?
large
What's the title?
project. Hmm?
What's the title?
It's a breadwinner.
The Breadwinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
after the
how many
broadcast,
likes, how many followers did that
oh,
film get?
I have like a one 1,500 subscribe viewers.
1,500 viewers of that
Yes,
film. All right.
of that.
And then,
And then, and I made another also awarding movie called It's a Dog City. It's about slum, and gives the to show this that slum area. There's some things they face, which they don't tell
mm,
their leaders.
mm-mm.
So yeah, I want to tell that problems into my film.
Oh, okay. So you also, aside from being a filmmaker, being an artist and stuff, you also do socially relevant films,
Yes, of course.
films that touch the heart of the masses.
Yeah.
How did you win an award? Because you're an award winning. I'm excited. Okay, what movie won an award?
Oh, the breadwinners we have like see we have 7 awards.
Mm,
Uh, Dogo City,
mm-hmm,
Dogo City has 3 awards. We have in
mm.
Mid South Film Festival in USA,
In
and
the
we have
US. It won in the
yes,
US.
yes,
Oh,
best viewers award.
So did you travel to the US and receive your award?
I didn't manage
Mm-hmm. But your
by
award was
that
sent
time.
to you.
Yes,
Mm.
and also win an award in South Africa and Kenya.
And soon from Wow, Scotland.
Yes. But for now, I had a short film called Penat.
Mhm,
Uh, I was trying to do it's an experimental movie because I'm trying to develop a young actor to
mhm,
come
mhm,
into the industry. So I did
mhm,
that experimental movie. It's a 1 minute short film. Also
mhm,
been nominated in regional film festival organized
mhm,
by
mhm.
Uganda Communication Commission, and been nominated.
Communication Commission of Uganda
Yeah,
recognized
it's the one.
you.
Is the Yes,
Oh,
it's the one
wow.
in charge of Uganda Film Festival and the regional film festival.
Ah,
Yes,
do you do commercial films?
yes, I do commercial films.
You do. You're
Yes,
big time now.
yeah. I also have
What blockbuster movies have you produced?
it's called the Ruthless.
The Ruthless.
Yeah,
Was it filmed? Where was it filmed? In Uganda.
I filmed in called Massacre.
In Masaka. I know that place. I've been there.
Yes, we shoot it in
Ah.
Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a stepmother.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Astigmata.
about
Okay.
us. Also, it's about a stepmother who
Mm-hmm.
sell
Mm-hmm.
their daughter to
Mm-hmm.
pay their debt.
Mm. All right. All right.
Yes.
All right. I'm excited
Yeah.
to ask.
Also,
W-
yes. Also,
did you show this in Uganda and in other parts of Africa?
no, we have done premiere
A premiere, okay?
at
Okay.
yes at Bat Valley.
Mm.
Also, the Uganda Film Festival of this year, which has been closed yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
it has a chance to screening in cinema
Mm.
three
Also, you screened
times.
this in Ugandan cinema and in other
Yes, three
parts
times.
of the world.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mm. Okay. So you have a very unique success story. And your success story is the same success story that highly successful people do tell. They start
Yes.
with a dream, they knock at the door of their dream, the door
Mm.
opened, and when the first door opened, by persistence, by faith, by hard work, by harnessing one's talents and potentials, one door opened, one door from another opened. I think that is your story in a nutshell. So going back to your movie, going back to your movie, um, what is the reaction of of most of the people who watch your movie? What feedback do you get, and what inspires you to produce socially relevant movies?
Mm, thank you for that question. First of all, I grow in slum areas, so I
Oh.
understand the problem they went through.
Mm-hmm.
What inspires to do that film?
Mm-hmm.
Because some of the problem that I engaged into my films, I
Mm-hmm.
faced. Yeah, it's like my reality because I faced it. I see people
Mm-hmm.
struggling. I see some of people
Mm-hmm.
sell their children to pay their debts. Some of them,
Mm-hmm.
government, sometimes they don't get their attention.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's why it inspires me to do
Mm-hmm.
that kind of the story.
Ah, that is very, very powerful. Because if the script writer, um, because the backbone of a movie is the story.
Yeah, of
Now,
course.
if you write stories that you can empathize with, then you can come up with a very powerful rendition of that story through a film. Okay,
Yes.
so what are your plans for the future?
My plan for the future, I want to build my own studio,
Uh-huh.
also so that I can bring more children, more
Mm-hmm.
teen on board.
Mm-hmm.
I want also there's some problems in our country because to fund film it's not easy. Also, my future plan is to get some executive producers to tell my blockbuster movies because uh, I want to do blockbuster movies which can
Mm-hmm.
go to Netflix, which can go to Amazon
Mm-hmm.
Prime, and
Mm-hmm.
to the big platforms. That's my dream in 3 to 5 years for now.
Yeah.
Also, my dream also, I want to make a movie to,
Mm-hmm.
which can go to the Oscar. That's
Yes, please.
after COVID, but we did one, but I
Yes,
did as
please. Yes.
but after COVID,
Mm.
we did one project. It's a friend of mine produced it and directed it. I
Mm-hmm.
do as an actor. I was part of a production assistant.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was also been an Oscar, but he didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been looking to the Oscar. So
Yes, I look
that's
forward to that. Oh my goodness. Yes,
mm,
and I think, if what is your secret? What is your secret? You said you grew up in slum areas, and then
yeah.
you just had a dream, and then you pursued your dream. Now you're
Mm.
an award-winning film director. Wow. Okay, so are you confident that you can win the Oscars?
Yes, of course.
That is the best answer. Yes. Because the key is believing. The key is believing. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the key is believing. Well, how I wish my school can train you to become more influential. We
I will
train
welcome that
people.
opportunity.
Yes, we train people to be more influential, and yeah, because you already are. So we train more people to be more influential, to be more confident. You're already confident, and to manifest more of their dreams. All right.
Oh, thank
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope our award-winning filmmaker here from Uganda, um, Sentongo Sinani, you already have heard his story, and I hope you will be inspired. Thank you so much. You know what? That short story that you told us, you will be inspiring hundreds, if not thousands, of people around the world. So, would
thank
you
you.
like to inspire them some more or leave some parting words to them before we go?
Uh, the inspire word there that which I can tell them, all the viewers, all wishes to become a filmmakers,
Mm-hmm.
also who and others who enjoys our story.
Mm-hmm.
First is to believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Second is to be creative as you can. Because as myself,
Amen.
I call myself, I'm a life student of cinema all the times.
Mm-hmm.
So I want them to believe in themselves, to be creative, and to seek knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to have spoken with you and hope to see you in November. All
Thank
right.
you.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Here you go again. Another inspiring story from Uganda. Our second time to have inspired you from Uganda, though. That's it. So bye for now and see you next Thursday. Bye bye.
You're welcome.